Xin chào, what's up everybody? Alright, today in this video we're on Winway on Friday night. You're going to see lots of people, families, couples, all people. Xin chào, hello. People of all different ages walking around having a good time. Friendly people saying hello. Might even see a subscriber or two. Met one shooting my last video. So in this video, it's going to be pretty simple. Vietnam is awesome how it is, and you just have to accept it the way it is. Things move at a different beat and a different drum here. You know, not everything's going to be perfect at times, but that is the perfection that is Vietnam and Saigon. You know, Vietnam is getting off of the plane, getting out of the airport, the smell of motorbikes in the air, the taxis all around. Everyone's trying to get you to go in their taxi. Banh mi stands everywhere, pho shops everywhere. These are the joys of Vietnam. Insane traffic at first can be overwhelming. Not understanding the money system, the dong. I mean, so many different things are what makes Vietnam, Vietnam, and what makes it amazing. And it's an amazing place. That's why so many people want to come here and live here. But my counterpoint to all the people that complain and like to leave like nasty comments about stuff, and the comment section in VN Express is the biggest joke in the world. Xin chào. Friendly people everywhere. This is part of the amazing sustainability of Vietnam and what it is. It's a melting pot of an amazing culture, amazing people, a language that's impossible to figure out. All these things are the charm of Vietnam. And it's not changing whether you want it to or not. You know, there are things I don't like, there are things I do like, but for the most part, I just accept it for what it is, because it is what it is, and it's not going to change. It's going to be Vietnam for what Vietnam is, with all of its glory and all of its, you know, essential failures. But for the most part, if you spend enough time here, you'll fall in love with the charm of everything, and especially Saigon. It's an easy place to fall in love with. Hello. It's the third, fourth person that said hello. I mean, walking around for 2.5 minutes. Find me a place in America where 3 people are going to say hello to you that's not in the Midwest. You know, go to a major city and see how well that's going to happen. Although I will say New York was pretty good, but I open myself up to be a friendly guy. I smile a lot. I got a happy look on my face. I'm not looking at the ground when I walk around. I look away. Hello. Xin chào. Ciao. Ciao, Em. More friendly kids. And the kids are some of the friendliest in the world. Like, they might not have, a lot of these kids might not have much, but their lives are very happy. One thing you'll almost never see in Vietnam is a kid having a temper tantrum or unhappy. Man, the flute guy again. Flute Smalls is killing us tonight. I've had to stop for this guy 3 times, I think 4 times now. Alright, I think we're back. He's got the treble up so high, it like hurts your ears. It really genuinely does. But again, this is something you just accept in Vietnam. There's karaoke speakers everywhere. There's people performing music all over. If you go to any neighborhood right now, there's a guy on 10 Tigers Deep singing some karaoke. And that is Vietnam, you know? These things aren't gonna, they're not gonna change anytime soon. And that's part of the thing here, is accept it. And it's the beauty of it. There's a beauty in being able to walk down any one of these streets right now and get a couple noodles. Xin chào. Hello. See, so many people so friendly. There's a charm right now to being able to walk down this street and maybe walk 100 yards and I can find 3 different noodle shops, probably 4 different banh mi's, jalap pizzas, numerous different kinds of tea shops, all at a super crazy affordable price, anywhere from $1 to $3. I mean, you can't. These things are difficult to beat, in my opinion. These are what makes this country tremendous and why I like to live here and why I continue to stay here. Cute girls. Girls in glasses, though. Always a weak one for that. AKA my wife. I think there's a certain charm to women in glasses. Comment in the comment section if you agree, my guys and gals. Because we do have a strong group of girls that watch my channel. Believe it or not, 20% of my viewers are women. When the channel started off for the first 2 years, it was 50% women. I had one of the highest women to men ratio watching for my style of channel for a long time. You can hear live music going on up here at Saigon Garden. I've never been to Saigon Garden. I think that's where one of these places we'll stream tomorrow. Mom was nice. She had her child out with special needs. That kid was out living life. Everybody was out living life. Everybody's smiling. You know, it's always a good time here. Anytime I need a booster or pick me up, even though I rarely ever feel like I don't need to do that, because I'm always a pretty positive, happy guy. You know, there's not much in my life, and there's not much people can do to me to make me feel upset. Like saying some words about me, oh no, I'm gonna just cry all night about it. It's whatever. So I mean, I'm a generally really happy guy, but just walking around on Winway solo, even without a camera, is a tremendous experience. Just as many people will be saying hi as they have now, with or without the camera. So, not a lot of people out tonight, and mainly the failure for not a lot of people out tonight is the lack of closing Winway for some odd reason. I think maybe they've bumped it to 9 now, which I don't know. Oh, these were the chicks I wanted to get the thumbnail of. Perfection. It's exactly what I wanted. And she smiled. Two time. Let's go, baby. Dr. Disrespect. Yes, I'm a gigantic fan of Dr. Disrespect. I think he's probably the best video game streamer in the world, hands down. I actually never thought I would say this, because I usually do not like guys like this, but Andrew Tate's been on a lot of Aiden Ross's stuff, and I like that Aiden guy, man. I think he's pretty good and pretty funny. I'm not too much into like the rapper streams and stuff, but him and the Andrew Tate stuff, and when he goes on like or dates with the OnlyFans girls, it's pretty funny, man. He's got a natural talent for it. I think he's going to be a very successful guy in the future. You know, this seems to be the way to be the most successful in YouTube now, is to straight up just Mr. Beast formula. Like, that is getting duplicated everywhere. Give money away. Like, and it doesn't even matter if you're like a person that wants to give money away. Your whole thing is like, let me just get $5,000. If I can give that away, this video will go viral, and then I can do more and more and more. And sure, at the end of the day, you know, people are winning because they're getting money. But that is the big formula now. A couple years ago, the formula was if you were in like Asia, it was learning the country's language and then surprising locals with the language thing. That used to be a real popular formula to get pretty big. But all those channels are very stagnant now. There's one here, and it hasn't had much movement over a year. You know, none of these formulas last forever. They're never going to be forever formulas. It'll always change. I think the Mr. Beast formula will probably always survive. These were the other two chicks I want for the thumbnail. I'm getting thumbnails everywhere, my guys. Tree time. These chicks might even be cuter. I saw them earlier too. See? They're both pretty. Hello. Come on, Em. She said I was handsome. Tree time. See, that is the greatness of Vietnam, you know? This stuff is not replicated in too many other places. And it's just a tremendous feeling being here. This is why I got great respect for Vietnam, why I stay here, and why I work my ass off every day to bring you guys all kinds of different content about all different kinds of topics. Like, I'm never not trying to do stuff for you. To not only make me money, because I'm not out here for free, but to also bring you cool shit. And maybe inspire you to go move somewhere else, or come live here and come figure it out. And, you know, while we're on that topic, people keep asking me. The easiest way to come here is to actually work. If you're actually working a job and you want to work still, just come here and start applying for companies. You don't have to be a teacher here, you know? You don't have to be a teacher in any kind of way. I know a couple cool teachers, but for the most part, most of the teachers think they're expert in everything. They drink all weekend long. They drink every day. Some of them smoke meth. I mean, it's just not, it's not a job you absolutely have to do here. There's all kinds of normie jobs here in other sectors of the categories to work in. I've got people that work in all different kinds of companies, high end, that get paid a lot of money. So if you've got a highly skilled job, you can apply for that highly skilled job here. The only jobs that don't pay tremendous here are like IT and stuff like that. You know, IT jobs are not the greatest paying jobs, especially like tech support. Now, if you're a programmer and stuff, you can get by, but you know, you could be going from making 120 to 140 at like a Google or something to making 60 or 70 here for that same job. But then you have to put it in perspective that 60 or 70 here is like making 180 to 200 in, say, California and LA. All right, so I met up with a couple of friends and a subscriber, so I had like a 20-minute conversation. So now we're back. I just rewatched back the footage to know where I was talking about. We covered about working here and getting a normal job for the easiest way to stay here. The one buddy I just met up with, he's like on his 8th e-visa run. So you can completely stay here on an e-visa too. But the thing with Vietnam is you have to just completely accept it how it is. You can't let all the stuff get to you, because if you do let all the things get to you, you will get upset and angry about it over time. You have to accept it, that it's a completely and totally different experience than it is anywhere probably you've ever been to before, especially living here and even coming here on a vacation. But for the most part, if you don't get grifted too bad and the customer service isn't too bad and you meet the tremendously nice people, xin chào, hello, if you meet all the nice people, you'll find that you'll have a fantastic time here and you'll want to come back over and over and over again, or possibly live here. You know, I can't say enough great things about Vietnam. Vietnam is tremendously fun. It's got good people in it. It's got good food. It's got great weather. You know, people say they don't like coming here in the rainy season. I love the rainy season. Cools things down significantly when you're out and about. Gives you time to tuck into a coffee shop and learn about the Vietnamese coffee culture, which is extremely strong here. One of the strongest I've ever seen anywhere in the world. There's one of the box girls. See if we got any extra dongy dongs. We got a 10. Oh, I don't even have a 10. If I had 10, I would have chucked it out here. She's out here working hard. That cannot be easy to do, just standing there. I imagine it's a pretty hard job. Oh, more copyright music, and the street's not closed yet. Let's just cross the street. We'll head down here. I mean, there's just always so much stuff to do in this city, and it's always so fun. Like, you know, like I was saying, the weather, the people, and then traveling around the country is tremendous. You've got sites that are just unreal. You can go to Sapa and see some of the awesomest, like, mountain footage you've ever seen of, like, rice fields and the local Hmong culture. You can go to islands like Han Son Island and go to an island on the ocean made out of boats and get seafood picked directly out of the ocean, cut up in front of you, cooked out of the sea into your mouth within 10 minutes. So absolutely phenomenal. I gotta switch batteries. This is gonna be a long edit on the video. I'll be right back, my guys and gals. All right, so as I was saying, you can go to Sapa, you can go all over the country. If you want to go to if you want to live or go to a really chill beach city, you can go to Da Nang. My personal favorite beach city, which is Nha Trang, which is not too far from Saigon, is absolutely phenomenal. There's so many different kinds of places you can go to. If you want a beach city, you've got it. If you want a northern city that's a bit cooler and even has some snow, you've got it. If you want a southern city with a lot of expats and very cheap living, you've got Vung Tau. There is just all different kinds of selections of actual things that you can see here. Like, it's pretty much, let's see if we can do this 4 times. 4 times. Hello. 4 times. I'm breaking Dr. Disrespect's record now. I mean, there's just, it's a mountain of awesomeness here. There are things that are going to upset you, and if you constantly dwell on them, you're going to burn out and you're going to get pissed off really, really fast. And I do not recommend that that's what you do here. You just have to accept things for how they are here, adapt to it, and love it for what it is. This is the magic of Vietnam. Sitting on a little stall with your friends, intimately talking, having a coffee, having a cup of noodles, trying out a flavor you've never had before. Just like when we had the noodles the other day, I'd never had those noodles before. That was the first time I had ever had those particular noodles. And I thought the broth was really good. I thought the intestines was really good. You know, Was it a favorite dish of mine? No, but that chick's super tall. In high heels. 900 foot tall. Hello. How are you? You're very tall with these heels on. Taller than me. How are you? Is it somebody's birthday?
Yeah, that's my birthday.
It's your birthday?
My birthday and my partner's birthday.
How old are you? 18?
You guess?
18?
Yes! Amazing!
17. Wow.
17.
You're 17? 15. Okay, let's go and have a drink. I kid. How much is a drink here? For a guy's drink?
What type of drink you want?
Just a beer.
It's a beer about 50, it's about 60,000.
50 or 60. And how much is her drink?
185.
185? Is that because she's 185 tall?
It depends on how long we hold it.
Okay, maybe I come have a drink. Come on. Hello. Nice guy running his bar there. That chick was taller than me in those heels. 187 probably. Sinoi, come on in. That's where the video ends, my guys.